And a pleasant good evening, everybody. We welcome you from the Dave Duval Pavilion on the campus of Skagit Valley College in Mount Vernon for NWAC College basketball here on Sound Sports Net, the North Sound's online sports source. Tag team of the night on the dual cast on YouTube. It's Skagit Athletics. Don't forget to click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell. Skagit Valley, undefeated, 22-0. 7-0 in NWAC Northern Division play. They take on the Everett CC Trojans, 5-2, tied for second place with Edmonds. Everett is 18-4 on the year. Everett has won 8 of their last 10 games. Last time these two teams squared off, January the 8th, Skagit Valley. Big win, 69-64 over the Trojans in that ball game. 3 players in double figures for Skagit Valley. 18 points for Marquand Williams, 15 for Willie Thomas III, and 10 for Daniel Santana. For Everett, Everett had 4 players in double figures. Leading the Trojans in scoring in that ball game was Elijah Sable with 19 points, 14 for Devin Smith, 12 points apiece for Payal McCoy and Tyler Walker. Looking at the numbers for tonight's game, or coming into tonight's game, Everett overall, 5th in scoring, 7th in points per game. That's 89 points per contest, 23rd in the NWAC Northern Division, or 23rd overall at 77.6. 3 points made per game. Everett averages 9.2 points per contest. Total rebounds. Everett is the top rebounding team in the league at 48 boards per contest. For Skagit Valley College, averaging 92.1 points per game. That's 3rd in the NWAC, 4th in field goals made per game at 34. And rebounds, Skagit Valley 14th at 37 boards per game. But here's some key stats right here. Turnovers per game. Skagit Valley is 4th in the league at 11.7, and assists per game at 18.6. As we go to tonight's starting lineups, first for the visiting Everett Trojans under head coach Mike Troutman, assistant coaches Daniel Thompson, Nick Fantini, and Matt Welliver. They will start Payal McCoy, a 5'11 sophomore guard out of West High School in Salt Lake City, Utah. Joe Crumley, 6'2 sophomore out of Black Hills of Tumwater Olympia. At guard, Joe Crumley. Cameron Underwood, 6'7 sophomore forward from Lewis and Clark High School of Spokane. Tyler Walker, 6'6 sophomore forward from Timpanogos High School of Orem, Utah. And Bobby Martin, a 6'3 freshman forward from Glacier Peak High School of Sahoma. So you're starting 5 for Everett. McCoy, Crumley, Underwood, Walker, and Martin. For the Skagit Valley College Cardinals under head coach Carl Howe, assisted by Mr. Jamar Williams. They will start 6'6 sophomore point guard out of Lincoln High School, Tacoma, Willie Thomas III. Also at guard, a 5'7 freshman from McQuaid Jesuit High School, Rochester, New York, Anthony Iglesia. At the off guard, 6'2 freshman from Wilson High School, Tacoma, Daniel Santana. Kate Isaacson, and another off guard, 6'5 sophomore out of Cedro Woolley. And at guard for the Cardinals, 5'10 sophomore out of Franklin High School, Seattle, Marquand Williams. So you're starting 5 for SVC. Thomas, Iglesia, Santana, Isaacson, Williams. Skagit in their home whites with red numbers and letters front and back. Red piping on either side of the pants with blue accents with the SVC in white block lettering. And the Cardinal above the numbers on the back. for the Everett SVC Trojans. They will be in the black tops, black shorts with red line along the side of those jerseys and pants with a Trojan logo on the back and the Trojan script in the front above the numbers at about mid-torso. Good size crowd on hand tonight here for this NWAC Northern Division rematch. With these two teams tangled to start the year. We go to the tip. It will be controlled by Skagit Valley. They will be going west to east or left to right from our vantage point here in the Skagit Pavilion. Daniel Santana, high post right-hand side. Out on the perimeter, Kate Isaacson at the top of the arc. Swings it out to Santana. Wants to drive the baseline. Up and underneath. High, too strong off the glass. Rebound for Everett and Bobby Martin. McCoy driving the right side of the lane. McCoy puts Everett on the board first, 2-0. 2 20-minute halves. Skagit Valley basketball, forecourt. Santana up in between the circles to Iglesia. Kate Isaacson on the left wing. Up on top to Willie Thomas III. 9 to shoot for the Cardinals between the wickets. Here comes the drive inside, kick outside. Up, fake, step back. 3 on the way. And his foul behind the arc. And Kate Isaacson will go for 3 the hard way. Cameron Underwood picks up his first personal foul and the first team foul for the Everett SVC Trojans. Crowd continues to shuffle in here at the Dave Duval Pavilion. Free throws coming up. Kate Isaacson for the first of 3 off iron left. Two 2-0 our score. Just getting started. 19:05 left here in the first half. Here's a second free throw. Up and it. Kate Isaacson. 6'4 sophomore, 6'5 sophomore from Cedro Woolies. Then the third free throw. Rings in and out. Slow dribble over the timeline by McCoy. Settles left wing, matches up on the man-to-man with Marquand Williams. Pass cross court to Crumley. Switch to the dribble, goes left, moves to the right. Pass on the high post right-hand side to Walker. Back out on the perimeter to Cameron Underwood. And Underwood, partially the part of the dribble was deflected by Willie Thomas, and it will go out of bounds. Everett basketball. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Cameron Underwood to bring it inbounds. 14-footer on the way. Crumley races on the front of the iron. McCooey on the recovery. And a fresh shot clock for Everett. Crumley, high post right, kick it out to the right corner to Underwood. Back and down, give and go. McCooey on the left hand, up and in. McCoy, 4-0 Everett. Kate Isaacson. Up top to Willie Thomas, the third. Thinks about driving, spins inside into the paint. 8-footer, it's good for Willie Thomas. Everett 4, Skagit 3 as we approach the 18-minute mark. Just getting into it here at the Dave Duval Pavilion. On the skip pass, in down low and an offensive foul. Offensive foul called on Bobby Martin.
That's his first and the team's second.
Slow dribble by Marquand Williams. Santana. Bounce pass on the high post, left-hand side. Willie Thomas wants to get aggressive, goes strong. And offensive foul, no basket. It took a little bit of time to make that call. Willie Thomas picks up his first personal foul. First team foul for SVC. First turnover on the Cardinals. McCooey on a left-handed dribble, cover on the man-to-man by Marquand Williams. Dumps it out to the left corner. To Cameron Underwood. Works his way to the perimeter, up the middle. Give and go, in, down low. Lay up and in for Crumley. 6-3 Everett. Joe Crumley, 6'2", sophomore guard out of Black Hills High School, home of the Wolves. Glacia on the left wing, thinks about driving to the baseline, give and go underneath to Thomas. He'll throw it out the window! Off balance, almost dropped to his knee. 6'5", Everett's lead has cut the one, and a partial. The block by Thomas will go out of bounds. Joel Crumley to bring it in bounds. And a foul, pushing foul away from the basketball will be called on Everett. First turnover. And Cameron Underwood will quickly pick up his second personal foul. Marquand Williams. Up to the top of the arc. He'll swing it out. New player in the game, A.J. Chappelle, 5'9" sophomore point guard out of Kent Ridge in Kent. Santana steps back, 10-footer, high floater. Too long off iron right. Here's McCooey with it. He'll knife inside, trying to get position in down low. Loses the basketball. McCooey dumps it off to the perimeter. Up top, McCooey, wing to Martin. Cross-court pass, Crumley in down low. Last touch by Everett. Second turnover on the Trojans. Again, Skagit Valley defeating Everett down at the Walt Price Fitness Center early January to start the new year. That was the opening game in Northern Division play. Skagit Valley a winner 69-64 with Marquand Williams putting in 18 points, Willie Thomas for 15, and Daniel Santana for 10. Long shot, three on the way, Isaacson. Missed off right. Rebound, Martin. McCooey, held spot for the angle, three on the way. Sprung off the heel of the iron, recovered by Everett Seabold doing the game. 6'4" sophomore out of Puyallup. And a foul on Skagit Valley on the block. That's Cade Isaacson. Picks up his first and the team's second. Isaacson checks out to Marcus Hall Scriven in. 6'3" freshman from Anchorage Christian High School, Anchorage, Alaska. Inbounds, Walker. Back to between the circles. Back on the pass to McCooey. Out on the left wings, ball stolen by A.J. Chappelle. Stolen right back by Connor Brown. Outlet, long three on the way. Overshoots, it's in Martin. Marquand Williams over the SVC logo. He'll settle on the left wing. Bounce pass, Willie Thomas. Wants to back down, facing a double team. He'll spin, hey, on a lefty hook. Off the window, down the hatch. Willie Thomas for a half dozen. Skagit Valley takes the lead. First lead change at 15-13. 7-6 Cardinals lead by one. Here's McCooey up and a whistle blown, a block by Thomas, but the foul occurred on a contact foul on the arm on A.J. Chappelle. First personal and the third team foul. Foul in the act of shooting. Pyle McCooey. First free throws, hits the back of the iron, springs out. Martin will check out. New player in the game for Everett, Devin Smith, 6'7" freshman out of Bountiful High School, Farmington, Utah. Here's the second free throw for McCooey, up and in. McCooey with 5. We are tied for the first time in the ball game at 15:02. Tied at 7-all. Here's DeMarcus Hall Scriven. Bounce pass onto the baseline. The new player in the game, Alex Dutrenoy, 6'2" freshman guard out of Paris, France. Wasting no time. Crumley for Everett. On the left wing, pass corner to Savold. Covering the man by Hall Scriven. Works the dribble on the right-hand side, wants a knife in. Outlet kick, touched by Skagit Valley. No, they say the last touch by Everett out of bounds.
Media timeout.
And we got a media timeout at 14:36 to go here in the first half. We got a nail-biter of a ball game here. 7-7 tie on the 15-minute media timeout. We'll give you the rundown of games on tap tonight in the NWAC. As we so for the gentlemen tonight, our schedule. Slate of games look like this. In the first half, Treasure Valley down in Ontario, Oregon, 1:53 remaining. Treasure Valley Chuckers 34, Yakima Valley Yaks 31. Getting into the swing in Bellingham in men's competition, Olympic leading Whatcom 11-5. Games to tip off, they're just tipped off. Bellevue at Peninsula. There'll be more games tipping off at 7:30 and 8 p.m. Pacific time. Everett with a basketball forecourt. Sable out of the right corner. Long shot, three over the 10. It goes by Smith. Here's Marquand Williams. Williams with the dribble. Free throw line extended. 15-footer, front iron, back glass and out. Rebound McCooey and Everett. McCooey, give it down low. Give and go. Up and over the 10 it goes. And a reaching foul called on Skagit Valley. That will be the team's fourth. Foul on DeMarcus Hall Scriven, first personal, and the 14th foul. Everett has 3 team fouls. Devin Smith at the line. First free throw. Hits the back of the ring, springs right out. Bobby Martin back in the Skagit Valley lineup in place of Joel Crumley. Crowd still shuffling in here. Second free throw on the way for Devin Smith. Hits the hole. Lead change number 2 at 14:02. 8-7 Everett. Skagit Valley Rock forecourt. Alex Dutrenoy swinging out to the left wing. DeMarcus Hall Scriven thinks about going to the baseline, does not. Dutrenoy, cross-court pass, left to right to Iglesia. Bounce pass, pays Daniel Sharp, new in the game, 6'8", and no shot. Travel with the basketball. Second turnover on Skagit Valley. .42 remaining here in the first half. Skagit Valley down to Everett, 8-7. Here's the Trojans with the basketball forecourt. Pyle McCooey. In down low, ball stolen away by DeMarcus Hall Scriven. That's the 4th turnover, stolen right back by Everett. McCooey, touch and go, give and go, down low to Bobby Martin with his first points. Give the assist to Devin Smith. 10-7 Trojans. Walk. Caleb Shelton doing the game for Skagit Valley. 6'5" sophomore out of Burlington. Sharp. Outlet. 3 on the way by Iglesia. Off iron right-hand side. Offensive putback. Up and in for A.J. Chappelle. Everett 10, Skagit Valley 9 inside of 13 minutes. 12:50. Clock counting down. Pyle McCooey on the right-handed dribble on the right wing. Rolls off the pick, delivered by Smith. Outlet, McCooey fires a long 3 off the right-hand side. Ball last touched by Everett. It will be Skagit basketball. 5th turnover on Everett. So if you're joining us for the first time, hey, thank you for joining us. If you want to catch audio and video, go to youtube.com and search Skagit Athletics. That's youtube.com. Search for Skagit Athletics. Don't forget to click subscribe and the notification bell. John Jensen, glad to have you with us here in the Davey Ball Pavilion in Mount Vernon tonight in a rematch of the Northern Division opener. Daniel Santana, free throw line, drives outside, step back, 10-footer, ringing around, and in it goes. Daniel Santana. Third lead change at 12-18, 11-10s, Cardinals. Everett basketball forecourt with Sable. Crumley, free throw line, short, 14-footer good. Joe Crumley. Lead change 4 at 11:58. 12-11. And this chess match on the hardwood tonight. Santana, low post right, shot up and short. Rebound by Devin Smith. Crumley, long shot, 3 by Sable, off iron right-hand side. Scramble for the basketball ensues, recovered by Crumley, and down low, and an offensive foul. 6 turnover on Everett.
Foul on Everett, number 3, Joe Crumley.
And Joe Crumley will pick up his first personal foul, 4th team foul. Skagit Valley has 4 team fouls. Shelton, Chappelle, Glacia, and a bump. Foul called on Everett.
Foul on Everett, number 3, Joe Crumley.
And Joe Crumley will quickly pick up his second personal foul, team's 5th. Anthony Iglesia, the inbounds baseline right-hand side of the window. Santana. High post right-hand side, 15-footer on the way. Up and in for Caleb Shelton. Lead change number 5 at 11-14. 13-12, Skagit. McCooey, push, offensive foul. Kyle McCooey picks up his first personal.
Foul on Everett, number 2,
16 foul and the 7th turnover on Everett. Chappelle, perimeter right-hand side, Iglesia. To Shelton in down low, Sharp with a lefty hook from 6 feet. Sharp on the scoreboard, 14-12. Garrett, Pylon Maddox doing the game now. Thinking while driving the baseline, faces a double T. Ball almost snatched away, recovered by Everett. Sable, out left wing, long 3 by Bobby Martin.
Bobby Martin.
15 all. Second tie at 10-22. Chappelle in down low. Shelton spins off iron right. Got it to go. Off the window, down it goes. 17-15. Shelton now for 4 points. Garrett Swenson, 6'8" freshman out of Jordan High School. Sandy, Utah, switches off right to left, rolls along the 10 on the left side, falls front. Shelton, A.J. Chappelle. High post right on the bounce pass, Iglesia. On the outlet, Santana. Back to Iglesia. Cover on the man-to-man by Pyle McCooey. Wants to drive baseline. Dumps it out to the left corner. Shelton to Sharp with 13 to shoot. Needs a spin. Shot up and partially deflected, and contact. Foul made by Everett.
Foul on Everett, number 23, Devin Smith. That's his first.
Foul on Devin Smith, first personal, and the 7th foul. We have a timeout on the floor. We got a media timeout at 9:26 here in the first half of play. Skagit Valley 17, Everett 15. Say, friends, don't forget to communicate with us on social media. Give us a like on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram, all with the same handle, Sound Sports Net. No spaces in the middle. That's Sound Sports Net on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Give us a like on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. You can also go to the front page of our website for the direct links at soundsportsnet.com. We are the North Sound's online sports source. Looking at the schedule ahead for Skagit Valley. Saturday night, Saturday afternoon and evening, we will be in Bellevue as the Cardinals take on the Bellevue College Bulldogs. Women will tip at 4 p.m., men tip at 6. And for the road games, it's audio only, and we fire off the audio stream at 3 p.m. on Saturday afternoon. We sure hope that you'll join us. Daniel Sharp at the free throw line. First of two, up and in. 6'8" sophomore out of Kamiak High School in Mukilteo, South Everett, home of the Knights. Out of the Wesco 4A. Second free throw for Sharp, right-hander. Great rotation, sprung off the heel of the iron. Rebound for Elijah Siebold. Kyle McCooey cover on the man by Chappelle. Pass on to the left flat. Phelan Maddox. Faced up by Iglesia. Sable, left wing, angle three. Off the iron right-hand side. He gets his own rebound. Reverse lane, rolls right in. Elijah Sebold on the scoreboard for Everett. We are tied at 17 all. Tie number 3 at 8:50. DeMarcus Allscriven on the right wing and traveled with the basketball. Skagit Valley's fourth turnover. Players on the floor for Skagit Valley: Willie Thomas, Anthony Iglesia, Daniel Santana, Cave Shelton, and A.J. Chappelle. Kyle McCooey over the timeline. Matched up on the man with Chappelle. Sable. McCooey on the left corner. Swinging out there on the right-hand side. Sable. Bobby Martin with 10 to shoot. Straight away. Pass left wing. McCooey with Sable with 7. High post right. Gets it to McCooey. Baseline. Shot rolls over the tin. Miller. Offensive rebound. Put back up by Walker. No. Up fake. Walker. And a whistle blown. Skagit Valley foul. Cardinal foul on Kate Isaacson. Second personal.
Kate Isaacson, that's his second
And the 5th team foul. It's a 6th team foul. It should be 5. 5th team foul on Skagit Valley. Walker backs out. Sable fires a long 3. Too long on the iron right-hand side. McCooey trying to make the save. It was partially deflected on the pass. Floater up by Phelan Maddox. No. Springs off the heel of the iron. Williams. Feed forecourt. Willie Thomas in trouble. He'll get it out to Santana. To Williams. Cover on the man by Cameron Underwood. Faced up. That's Martin. Fires a long 3. Hits front iron. Up top. McCooey along the far sideline. Skip pass on the low post. Ball stolen away by Marquand Williams. Goes out of bounds. It will be Everett basketball. 7:21 remaining here in the first half. 18-17 Skagit Valley. Elijah Sebold checks out. Devin Smith comes in. McCooey to inbound baseline right-hand side of the glass. Skip pass onto the right corner to Walker. Indello, shot up and in for Devin Smith. Smith now for 3. Willie Thomas in down low. High off the glass, up and in.
Willie Thomas.
lead change at 6:54. 2019 Cardinals. McCooey out to the right corner to Maddox. Cover to the man by Marquand Williams. Rolls off the pick delivered by Smith. Outlet right wing McCooey in down low to Bobby Martin. Goes out of bounds off of Willie Thomas. Cameron Underwood back in the Everett lineup in place of Balon Maddox, 6'2 sophomore. Guard out of Mount Spokane. McCooey to inbound baseline right-hand side of the window. Pass to Underwood, onto the baseline left. Back it out to the perimeter, Bobby Martin. Switches to dribble right to left. Settles on the wing, driving baseline, Underwood. Spin, step back. Floater from 8 feet off the iron. Ball last touched by Skagit. They say it went out of bounds. Out of bounds on the Cardinals. That'll be the 8th turnover on, make that the 5th turnover on SVC. Everett has 7 turnovers. McCooey to inbound. Right in front of the Skagit bench. Back out to Bobby Martin. McCooey covered on the man by Iglesia. Rolls off the pick delivered by Devin Smith. Mid-paint left-hand side. 7-footer in and out. Ball last touched by Willie Thomas, and it will be Everett basketball. 19 seconds on the shot clock. 6:11 to go here in the first half. Skagit Valley 20, Everett 19. McCooey inbounds, right-hand side of the window. Inbounds in the right flat to Walker. Keeps the dribble live. Ball stolen away by Marquand Williams. Turnover number 8 on Everett. Williams over the SVC logo. Iglesia, corner 3. Long on the iron right-hand side. Rebound Bobby Martin. Inside of 6 minutes, 5:50 to go here in the first half. A low-scoring defensive grind, 2019 Skagit Valley. McCooey with it forecourt. To Bobby Martin, top of the arc. Give to Underwood. Swings it to McCooey. Switches to dribble. Balls knocked out of the hands of traveling. The call on McCooey. 9th turnover on Everett. Coming up at the half, we'll get you the Adidas Men's Basketball Athlete of the Week for week number 8. 2019 Skagit Valley. 7 lead changes, 2 ties so far tonight. There's Willie Thomas from the angle. 14-footer, knocked it down. Willie Thomas the third, now for 8. 22-19, Cardinals by 3. McCooey on the left-handed dribble, matched up on the man-to-man defensively by Iglesia. Nice hit through traffic, outlet kick, 3 on the way. Up and in for Bobby Martin. Quickly with 8 points. We are tied. Tie number 4 at 4:53. 22 all. Marquand Williams. Feed in down low to Willie Thomas. And travel with the basketball. 6th turnover for Skagit. Media timeout at 4:43. Here in the first half, we are tied at 22 all. Let's turn our attention to the NWAC Men's Basketball Athlete of the Week presented by Adidas for week number 8. Brock Gilbert, a sophomore guard out of Umpqua. Gilbert hails from Syracuse High School. Syracuse High School in Syracuse, Utah. Turned in a great week against top-level Southern Division region teams. Number 2 ranked Clackamas and Chemeketa to lead the 4th ranked Riverhawks. Pair of victories. Gilbert averaged 18.5 points, an incredible 13.5 assists, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals in the league. Gilbert is currently 1st in total assists, 2nd in assist to turnover ratio at 3.5, 7th in steals with 44. Congratulations to the Adidas Men's Basketball Athlete of the Week, Brock Gilbert, sophomore guard from Umpqua Community College in Roseburg, Oregon. That was for week 8. That was a week ago. We got week 9 coming up. Tell you all about him in just a moment. Devin Smith in down low. Smith for 5. Lead change number 8 at 4:23. Everett 24, Skagit 22. Alex Dutrenoy back into the Skagit Valley lineup. Iglesia down in the right corner, cover on the man by McCooley. Rolls off the Thomas pick. Back between the circles to A.J. Chappelle with 7 to shoot. Driving the angle. Throwing away. Recovered by Santana. He'll fling a long 3 on the way. Off iron, or off right-hand side. All air. Here's McCooley. Into the paint. Free throw line. Pass, corner kick. Long shot by Martin for 3. Recovered by Cameron Underwood. McCooley resets the offense with 10 on the shot clock. McCooley on the left wing. High post right. Mid-paint needs help. Shot up from the baseline. Over the 10 on front. Ball is loose. Recovered by Everett. Give and go down low. Clean block by Willie Thomas, and it will go out of bounds. It will be Everett basketball. 15 seconds on the shot clock. 3:18 on the game clock. Kyle McCooley, 5'11" sophomore out of West High School in Salt Lake City, will inbound to Bobby Martin. DeMarcus Hall-Scriven back into the Cardinals lineup. McCooley loses the dribble, gets it right back. They'll matching up on the man-to-man defensively, Chappelle. The switch, Walker in down low, and a blocking foul. Blocking foul called on Skagit's A.J. Chappelle, 2nd personal, and the team 6th. Kyle McCooley. Inbounds baseline right-hand side of the window. Outlet, 3 on the way by Elijah Seabold. Springs off the back of the iron. McCooley with a rebound, and we've got a foul on Skagit Valley. I think they're going to call that on A.J. Chappelle. Indeed, that is the case. And for Chappelle, that's his 3rd personal.
That's his 3rd, team 7.
17 foul, and that will put Everett to the free throw line for 1 in the bonus. Both teams are at the limit. Kyle McCooley. Springs off the heel of the iron. Rebound for DeMarcus Hall-Scriven in Skagit Valley. Marquand Williams puts up the right fist and gets things in the motion now. Settles on the right wing. Pass up on top. Caleb Shelton back in the game for the Cardinals. Pops one up, popping up from 10 feet. Santana. McCooley. Forecourt for Walker and travel with the basketball. 10 turnover on Everett. Caleb Shelton will inbound for Skagit. Marquand Williams, slow on the left-handed dribble. Switches out to the right. Out to Daniel Santana. Hall-Scriven. Shelton. Thomas. Williams in down low. Spin up underneath. Shot up and short. Losing the footing on the rebound, McCooley. 24-22 Everett. 4 ties, 8 lead changes so far in this ball game as we approach the 2-minute mark here in the first half of play. McCooley dribbles on the left perimeter. Matched up on the man-to-man with Marquand Williams. To Martin. Out right wing, up fake by Smith. Ball held. Held ball, alternating possession will go to Everett. McCooley to inbound, baseline right-hand side of the window on the west end here at the Dave Duval Pavilion. Inbounds. Last touched by Daniel Santana for the Cardinals. It will be Everett basketball. Right in front of a whole bunch of young basketball players. Inbound. Great idea. To Santana. Knocked it out of bounds. as we have a stoppage in play.
Timeout, Everett.
Timeout, Everett CC. 1:50 to go here in the first half. Everett Trojans 24, Skagit Valley College Cardinals 22. We mentioned week 8's basketball athlete of the week. Let's get you to week number 9. Presented by Adidas. Samad Hector from Lower Columbia Community College. Sophomore forward, hails from Skyview High School in Vancouver. Hector turned in a blistering hot shooting performance versus Tacoma, collected 28 points on 83.3% shooting to go along with his total control of the paint. He pulled down 20 rebounds, his 420-plus rebound performance. Shot hit the 10, so it's a refresh the shot clock. Offensive putback up and a foul called on Skagit Valley. Walker will go to the free throw line. Marquand Williams, first personal foul. Team's 8th. 1:41 to go. Here in the first half, 24-22. Free throws coming up for Walker. First free throw, rattles around, and in it goes. We'll tell you a little bit more about Samad Hector in a moment. Here's the second free throw, springs off the heel of the iron. Rebound for DeMarcus Hall-Scriven. 1:37 to go here in the first half, 25-22 Everett. Daniel Santana to the top of the arc. To Shelton, Hall-Scriven off the foot of Hall-Scriven, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover number 7 on the Cardinals. Inside 90 seconds now, 1:28 to go. As Anthony Iglesia will check into the game. In place of DeMarcus Hall-Scriven. Players on the floor for SVC right now. Iglesia, Williams, Santana, Thomas, and Shelton. Pyle McCooey over the SVC logo at center court, matching up on the man-to-man. Anthony Iglesia, 15 on the shot clock. McCooey switching the dribble, going between the wickets, switching off right to left, in between again, the tween. On a hesitation, feed in, shot up, clean block by Thomas. Thomas on the block party up in here. Here's Skagit Valley up on the go. Thomas in down low. Foul called on Everett. Putting Willie Thomas down on the floor. Blocking foul. Pyle McCooey's second personal foul. As we have a stoppage in play. Wipe the moisture off the floor. Willie Thomas. Going to the free throw line. Here's Willie. 3 hard dribbles, spins in the hand twice. Right-hander set, shoots, goes in and out, rattled in and out. Rebound for Devin Smith. Inside of a minute, 48 seconds remain. Everett 25, Skagit Valley 22. Cardinals on a clean sheet right now. 22-0 on the year. McCooey onto the right wing. Pass to Maddox, deflected, out of bounds. Everett will inbound. Bobby Martin to McCooey. Left wing Maddox. Switching the dribble left to right with 5 seconds to shoot. Thinking about driving baseline. Up, fake, spin, 14-footer off iron right-hand side. Scramble for the basketball, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Everett. 11th turnover on the Trojans. Shot clock is dead. 23 and 3/10 seconds remain. Stoppage in play to wipe the moisture off the floor. A defensive grind. When these two teams squared off last January, Skagit Valley had a 5-point lead at 35-30. This game, different animal. Again, shot clock dead, 20 seconds remain here in the first half. 25-22. Everett. Clock going down to 10, 9, 8, 7. Williams, step back, 3 on the way. Williams brings up the heel. The iron ball is tethered around. Here, Santana gets a shot off. No. Teams go to the locker room in this defensive battle royale tonight here in the Dave Duval Pavilion. We've reached halftime. Our score, Everett CC Trojans 25, Skagit Valley College Cardinals 22. We break away. When we come back, numbers, figures, stats, and facts of this ball game, and we'll get a rundown of scores around the NWAC and gentlemen's basketball competition tonight. Again, Everett 25, Skagit Valley 22. This is NWAC College Basketball on Sound Sports Net, the North Sound's online sports source. You're in the game. Back with more after we take this time out.
Hi, I'm Ryan Seacrest for RAD. Over 300 people in this country are killed every week by a drunk driver. That's the equivalent of 2 747 plane crashes every single week. And the problem isn't going away unless we all do our part to stop it. So if you see someone who's about to drive after drinking, get the keys. Don't leave it up to anyone else. Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
A public service announcement brought to you by RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Matt Kenseth. You don't have to be a race car driver to know that life can be full of drama. Some of it you can't control, like mechanical issues, high winds, and rain delays. But there's some drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org.
You just need to take that first step and find free classes near you and leave the drama for the racetrack.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ed Council.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him opening his own clothing store at the age of 18? 1 in 138,000. Excited to be a part of pop culture, he packed for the big city. The odds of finding someone to invest in his vision? 1 in 4.5 million. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 68. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. I encourage you to learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Early diagnosis can make a lifetime of difference. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
It's Thursday night, and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes 2. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese!
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzzed driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hey everybody, this is Josh Groban. After so many years on the stage, one of my favorite things about music is its ability to inspire and nourish the soul. That's why I'm proud to work with Feeding America, an organization that inspires hope for families in need and helps nourish the 16 million kids in this country struggling with hunger. Every year, billions of pounds of excess food go to waste, while 1 in 5 children may be left not knowing where their next meal is coming from, or if it's even coming at all. Thankfully, the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks collects surplus food and helps deliver it to kids in need across the country. But they can't do it alone. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
My name is Tom Thornton.
And my name is Cindy Thornton. We've been married 38 years. We're retired, and this is how we live united.
We play golf and we travel, but we also decided we were going to give to and volunteer with United Way at our community free health clinic.
I do the nursing at the clinic.
I work the front office, checking in patients, greeting them, making them feel comfortable.
United Way is how we contribute, because we know our time and money are going to the right places, the places that need it most and implement it best.
Judging by the thank yous we get at the clinic, I'd say we're doing the right thing with our retirement too.
We even get a few bless yous. It's incredible.
We're Tom and Cindy Thornton. We volunteer at our community free health clinic, so we don't just wear the shirt.
We live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Halftime here at the Dave Duval Pavilion. Our score after 20 minutes of play, Everett 25, Skagit Valley 22. John Jensen, glad to have you with us on this Wednesday night. Let's take a look at scores around the NWAC. As we get you updated, second half of action in NWAC East over in Ontario, Oregon, Yakima Valley. Inside of 10 minutes left in the second half. Lead Treasure Valley 61-59. And in that ball game, Keon Gill with 24 points, 10 rebounds for the Yakima Valley Yaks, 10 points for Chris Murphy. Those are the top scorers for Yakima Valley. For Treasure Valley, Zach Phillips for 14, Dejan Howe for 13. Again, that game, inside of 10 minutes remaining in the second half, 61-59, Yakima Valley over the Treasure Valley Chookers. At halftime in Bellingham, Whatcom leading Olympic in NWAC North play, 37-36. Top scorers in the ball game, Tino Villanueva for Olympic with 11 points. And for Whatcom, Michael McLinn for 11. 3:24 left in the first half in Peninsula in Port Angeles. Lead Bellevue 35-32. And the top performers in that ball game thus far for Peninsula, Davian Harris-Williams for 11, Trayvon Richmond for 10. That's where we will be 1 week from tonight. We will be in Clallam County in Port Angeles as the Cardinals take on the Pirates of Peninsula College. That will be a 7 p.m. tip-off next Wednesday night for the men. The women will tip off at 5 p.m. from PA. And it's just getting started in Shoreline. Edmonds at Shoreline tonight. In NWAC South, 10:56 to go in the first half. Lynn Benton 19, Chemeketa 17. Top scorers so far in the ball game for Lynn Benton: Fred Harding the fourth with 6, Kyrie Davis for 5 for Chemeketa. Jelani Gardner for 9. Javon Jones and Zach Schmerber with 5 points each. That's an NWAC South. Also in NWAC South, Umpqua, the Riverhawks, soaring over Lane in Roseburg, 22-6, 11:26 to go in the first half. And in that ball game, Isaac Lundgren for Umpqua with 8, 3 players with 4 points. Brock Gilbert, Cody Fredrickson, and Cameron Benzel. And for Lane CC, Rodney Houndshell with 5, Ty Horner for 3. In NWAC East, 10:24 to go in the first half in Pasco. Wenatchee Valley 24, Columbia Basin 17. Top scorers so far, Carson Cloninger and Grayson Nelson each for 5 points for Columbia Basin. For Wenatchee Valley, Keaton Seatch for 7, Justin Hatch for 5. NWAC South, Clark leading on the road at Mount Hood and Gresham, 19-14, 10:13 to go in the first half. Ethan Smith for the Clark College Penguins with 16 points, leading all scorers in that game. And NWAC East at Spokane Falls Community College. Community Colleges of Spokane leading Walla Walla 15-8. At 14:32. And we have 11 points for Kobe Reese for Spokane. Top scorer so far in that contest. Also in NWAC East, 12:23 remaining in the first. North Idaho 15, Big Bend 9. They're playing that game in Moses Lake. Youssef Muhammad with 6 points. Jaden Dewar for 5 for North Idaho. Top scorer for Big Bend is Jonathan Thomas with 7. Clackamas with 9:25 remaining in the first half. Lead on the road at Portland, 34-24. Clackamas, Michael Bashaw with 11 for Clackamas, 9 points for Ethan Channel for Portland. And NWAC West, games that just about ready to tip off. All four games to tip off at approximately 8 o'clock. Lower Columbia at Centralia, South Puget Sound at Tacoma. They're playing that game at Evergreen State College, even though Tacoma will be the home team. Highline at Green River, Grace Harbor at Pierce, and that's your rundown of the game, gentlemen's games on tap tonight in the NWAC. To the halftime stats here at the Dave Duval Pavilion in this contest: Everett 25, Skagit Valley 22. Team numbers for Everett look like this: 10 of 35 for the field at 28.6%. Beyond the arc, 2 of 10, 20% for the free throw line. 3 of 7, 42.9%. Skagit Valley team numbers look like this: 10 of 27 from the field at 37%. 0 for 6 from beyond the arc, and 2 of 6 from the free throw line at 33%. The incidentals, little things that mean a lot. Points in the paint: Everett 14, Skagit 10. Points off turnovers: Everett 6, Skagit 4. Second chance points: Everett 5, Skagit 2. Bench points: Skagit Valley 9, Everett 7. 3 ties, 8 lead changes. Individual stats look like this for the Everett CC Trojans. Leading the team in scoring is Bobby Martin for 8 points, also with 7 rebounds. 5 points each for Devin Smith off the bench. Payal McCooey with 5. 2 points for Elijah Seabold. 4 for Joe Crumley. 1 for Tyler Walker. For Skagit Valley, top scorer is Willie Thomas III for 10 points. 4 points for Caleb Shelton off the bench. Daniel Sharp off the bench for 3. 2 points each. A.J. Chappelle off the bench and Daniel Santana for 2. Cade Isaacson for 1. Anthony Iglesia played, not scored, as well as Marquand Williams. DeMarcus Hall-Scriven and Alex Dutrenoy played, did not score. As we are moments away from getting things started here in the second half. Everett 25, Skagit Valley 22. John Jensen, glad to have you with us tonight at every Skagit Valley College men's and women's basketball game here on the North Sounds Online Sports Source, Sound Sports Net. Connect with us on social media. Give us a like on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram, all with the same handle, Sound Sports Net. And you can catch the dual cast for all Skagit Valley College men's and women's home games on YouTube. Search Skagit Athletics. Skip pass, Willie Thomas, outlet, Iglesia! 3 puntos! Anthony Iglesia hits from long range to start the second half. We are tied. We are tied for the 4th time at 19:35. On the skip, forecourt Crumley. Outlet 3, ring it home for Cameron Underwood. 28-25. Everett up by 3. Here's Daniel Santana at the top of the arc. Pass in the right corner to Shelton. Iglesia. He'll go NBA 3. Look out! 3 puntos! Anthony Iglesia. Tie number 5 at 19:03. 28 all. Forecourt Crumley for Everett. Driving down baseline. Underwood spins inside, goes left. Shot is up and short. Rebound Willie Thomas, the third for SVC. Marquand Williams on the far sideline over the half-court stripe. Willie Thomas, 14-footer. Yes! Skagit takes the lead. The 9th lead change at 18:36. 30-28 Cardinals. McCooey rolls off the pick. And ball stolen away by Willie Thomas. It's a foot race, one-on-one. One hand blows the jam. Jumped a little too short. Iron unkind, going the other way. Shot by Crumley too long. Loose ball covered by Daniel Santana. He'll wait for the rest of his mates to get back up. Marquand Williams on the right wing, switches to dribble left to right. Thinks about popping it, does so on the backside to Santana. Free throw line, in down low baseline, 8-footer. Ball is loose. Last touch by Skagit Valley. Nine turnover on the Cardinals. Payal McCooey for Everett. On the left wing, faces a double team. Ball stripped away by Willie Thomas. Long pass, forecourt Iglesia. Up and underneath, reverse lay. Too strong, no call. McCooey, other way. Shot put up off the mark. Offensive put back up and in for Cameron Underwood. Now for 5. 17-21 the tie. 6 lead change. Tied at 30 all. Every opportunity down the floor, you got to take full advantage of it. Give and go. Down low on the drive for Caleb Shelton, and he is fouled on the way to the cup. Cameron Underwood picks up personal foul number 3. First team foul here in the second half. Cade Isaacson, 6'5", sophomore guard out of Cedro Woolley to the strike. 2 shots coming up. First one off the backside. Isaacson is 1 for 4 from the free throw line tonight. Second free throw. That goes. (31-30). Skagit Valley up by 1 inside of 17 minutes, 16:53. Here's McCooey on the baseline jumper from 11 feet. Rattles around and in it goes. Lyle McCooey now for 7, 32-31. Lead change, number 10 at 16:46. Williams, pass to the left corner, Santana. Thomas on the inside, no shot. Blocking foul on Everett. That will be on Walker.
That's his first and team second.
Tyler Walker. First personal, second team foul. Shelton in down low to Willie Thomas. Feed, off left hand, shot up and missed, tethered around, offensive put back up and in for Willie Thomas now with 12. 33-32 Cardinals. Lead change 11 at 16:23. Shot put up by McCooey. It's on the hill, the iron. Thomas up forecourt, ball stolen away. 10th turnover on the Cardinals. McCooey, free throw line, pass out left corner. Long stroke, 3 on the way. Short on the iron left-hand side. And it hit a wire. And that will be alternating possession to Skagit Valley. Players on the floor right now for SVC. Caleb Shelton, Marquand Williams, Daniel Santana, Anthony Iglesia, Willie Thomas III. Williams, top of the arc, pass left wing. Iglesia, Willie Thomas to Shelton, 15 to shoot for SVC. Williams on the right flat, switches off, right to left, passes cross court, open 3, got it! Cade Isaacson now for 5. A 2-possession lead now for Skagit Valley, 36-31, 15:28 remaining here in the second half. Kyle McCooey for Everett. Dumps it off. Martin fires 3, straight tray, knocked it down, now for 11. 36-35, Skagit lead at 1. 15:10 left in regulation time. Marquand Williams for Skagit, wants to drive the right side of the lane, floats one high off glass, up and in. Marquand Williams on the tally. 38-35 Skagit. Joe Crumley for Everett. Behind the back on the pass and the whistle blown in contact foul. Blocking foul called on Skagit's Willie Thomas. Second personal. And the first team foul for SVC. We have a timeout on the floor. Media timeout at 14:53. Skagit 38. Everett 35. So we get the opportunity to update the web interface. Skagit outscoring Everett at this point 16-10. 38-35. As we get a look at the current standings in NWAC North, Skagit at the top of the table, 7-0 in conference, 22-0 overall. Everett and Edmonds tied at 5-2 in conference. Everett is 18-4, Edmonds 13-8. Peninsula and Shoreline both are at 4-3 in conference, 14-5 overall for Peninsula. Shoreline is 9-10. Olympic at 2-5 in conference, 5-16 overall. Bellevue at 1-6 in conference, 2-19 overall. Whatcom at 0-7 in conference, 3-16 overall. Long shot. McCooey fires a long three and got it. Ties it at 38. McCooey with 10. Tie number 7 at 14-31. 38 all. Skagit Rock forecourt. Iglesia to Daniel Santana, top of the arc. Free throw line has the drive. Shot put up to lay off glass and it goes. Daniel Santana now for 4. As we approach the 14-minute mark here in the second half. 40-38 SVC. McCooey losing the dribble. Walker in, down low, up and in. Walker with 3. Tie number 8 at 13-51. 40 all. Marquand Williams up to the front end. Pass to Iglesia. To Santana on the right flat. Wants to blow by. Outlet. Corner kick. Up fake. Shelton. Free throw line. 15-footer. Good for Willie Thomas. Now for 14. .42-40 Skagit Valley. Crumley. Free throw line, outlet right wing. Walker goes for a long 3 off the back of the iron. Tethered away. Recovered by Crumley for Everett. Lyle McCooey on the left flat. Thinks about driving the baseline, does not. Kicks it up back to Walker. He'll knife right in, lay it up and in front of 2 Skagit defenders. Walker now for 5. Tie number 9 at 12:58. 42 all. Williams, 3 on the way. At the flat of the iron. Ball just fell nice and low. Shot put up by McCooey. Over the tin it goes. Ball last touched by Everett. It'll be Skagit basketball to be brought in bounds backcourt. Cameron Underwood will check out. Checking in Elijah Siebold. 42 apiece. A defensive grind tonight. DeMarcus Hall scribing on the inbounds from backcourt to Iglesia. On the far sideline, bounce pass on the top of the arc to Willie Thomas on the front end. Needs to see people, find people. Just out of the reach of Iglesia. And that'll be the 11th turnover on SVC. Joe Crumley matched up on the man-to-man defensively with Iglesia. Cross-court pass. McCooey matching up is A.J. Chappelle. Give and go down low. Offensive foul. Putting Hall Scriven down to the hardwood. Bobby Martin picks up personal foul number 2. 13 foul on the Trojans. DeMarcus Hall Scriven inbounds from backcourt. A.J. Chappelle puts the index and pinky fingers up on the switch. And a foul called on Joe Crumley on a hand check foul. That'll be personal foul number 3 and the team's 4th. Anthony Iglesia out of Rochester, New York, 5'7" freshman, McQuaid Jesuit High School to inbounds. Inbounds to backcourt with Santana. Chappelle. Give the Santana, drives the right side of the lane, losing the basketball up and underneath and gets it to fall in. Daniel Santana now for 6, 44-42, 11:40 left in regulation time. Lyle McCooey. A left-handed dribble matchup on the man with A.J. Chappelle. Well, on the far sideline, ball almost stolen away. They're going to have a reaching foul called on DeMarcus Hall Scriven. That will be Hall Scriven's second personal. Team second. McCooey to inbound right in front of the scorers table. Quick touch by Martin, back to McCooey. And a whistle blown. Pushing foul called on Chappelle. And for Chappelle, That'll be his fourth personal foul. Marquand Williams will check back into the game. Chappelle checks out. So the Cardinals will be out Chappelle's services for a while. McCooey on the wing, left-hand side. Back out to the flat. Pass between the circles to Bobby Martin. Crumley, outlet, Brown, three, got it. Bobby Martin, 14 points for Martin. A lead change at 11:04. 12th lead change of the ball game inside of 11 minutes, 10:55. In down low, off balance for Iglesia. Bounces on the 10 5 times. Ball is loose. Last touch by Everett. It will be Skagit ball.
Hey guys, you guys need to keep them down in front. Thank you.
10:45 remaining here in the second half. 45-44. Everett leads by one. Anthony Iglesia inbounds on the near base, on the near sideline. Trying to make the save and losing it out of bounds. Santana thought he got pushed. Turnover number 12 on the Cardinals. McCoy switching the dribble right to left. Marquand Williams to match up with him on the man-to-man. Bobby Martin on the right wing. Dumped it off back to Crumley. Martin matching up with Santana defensively. Crumley off angle, 10-footer, off iron right-hand side, and a foul called. That will be on Everett. On Devin Smith for Everett's second personal. And the team's fifth. Skagit has 3 team fouls. And a nip and tuck ball game tonight. 45-44 Everett. Santana top of the arc, forecourt. Bounce past the Hall Scriven. Back to the left flat to Williams. 15 on the shot clock for SVC. Willie Thomas, he'll knife in. Throws one up, last and it goes. Willie Thomas with 16 points. Lead change 13 at 9:56. 46-45, Skagit Valley. Kyle McCooey on with the right wing forecourt for Everett. Facing a double team, give and go down low. Ball ripped away by Iglesia. Turnover number 12 on Everett. Iglesia up top. Williams fires three. Rattles around in and out. Ball loose. Trying to make the save. Everett does so. Has transition. Crumley spins. Outlet for Martin. Fired three. Got it. But wait a minute. They're going to wave it off. They got the bucket. Devin Smith called for the foul. Third personal. The foul occurred away from the basketball. But the basket is good for Martin, who has 17 points in the game. Lead change 14 at 9:24. Everett 48, Skagit Valley 46. As we continue on with the current standings around the NWAC in the East, North Idaho's undefeated at 9-0, 21-1 overall. They are winners of 11 straight. Spokane at 9-1 in conference, 19-4 overall, 9-1 in their last 10 games and have won 2 straight. The Bigfoot, Sasquatch. In third place, Wenatchee Valley, 6-3 in conference, 18-4 overall, winners of 7 of their last 10. Treasure Valley at 5-4 in conference, 12-8 overall, 6-4 in their last 10 games. Yakima Valley playing 500 ball in the NWAC East at 5-5, 8-13 overall, playing 500 ball in their last 10 games, though the Yaks have lost 4 straight. Walla Walla at 4-5 in conference, 10-11 overall. 5-5 in their last 10. Big Bend and Columbia Basin both with 2-8 East Division records. Big Bend is 8-16. Columbia Basin 7-15. Big Bend and Columbia Basin are both 2-8 in their last 10 games. Blue Mountain, the Timberwolves out of Pendleton, Oregon, are 1-9 in conference, 5-18 overall. In NWAC West, South Puget Sound is undefeated at 7-0, 17-4 on the year for the Clippers out of Olympia, winners of 9 straight. Lower Columbia at 6-1, currently in second place. 18-4 overall, 7-3 in their last 10 games. The Red Devils have won 4 straight. Grays Harbor at 4-3 in the conference in third place, 13-9 overall, 5-5 in their last 10 and have lost 2 straight. Highline and Green River, along with Centralia, 3-way tie at 3 wins, 4 losses in NWAC West. Highline is 11-10 overall. Green River 11-11. Centralia at 8-13. Pierce and Tacoma are 1-6 in NWAC West. Pierce is 6-15 overall. Tacoma at 4-16. 48-46. Everett, 9:15 left in regulation time. Williams to Hall Scriven inside into the free throw line. Pass to Santana on the left corner. 15 to shoot. Think about the up fake for 3, does not. Gets it back to Williams with 10 seconds to shoot for SVC. Daniel Sharp back in the game now for the Cardinals. Iglesia with 4, 3. Long heave on the way, hitting front iron. Offensive rebound for Santana. Up and count the bucket. Give him the hoop, the hum, and the foul. Way to go strong to the cup for the 6'2 freshman out of the Proctor District. Wilson High, Tacoma. And that will put Devin Smith now in a little bit of a bind. 4th personal foul, 7th foul on Everett. Santana to go for the 3-point play with 8:51 to go here in the second half. Here it is, off the back of the iron, bounces on the 10 twice. Offensive rebound for Sharp. Needs help. He'll get up underneath. Clean block up front by Walker. Out of bounds. They're going to call a holding foul. Holding foul on Skagit Valley. Daniel Sharp picks up his first personal foul, 14th foul on the Cardinals. We are tied for the 10th time at 8:45. all. 8:35 left the regulation time. McCooey for Everett on the left wing, covered on the man by Iglesia on the inside. Back out on the perimeter left, and we got a whistle blown, contact foul call. I think it's on the Marcus Hall Scriven. If that is, that will be his 3rd. And that's the 5th team foul on the Cardinals. Everett is at the limit with 7. McCooey to inbound right in front of the scorer's table on the north sideline. McCooey, covered by Iglesia. Crumley. Siebel loses the basketball. Scramble for it. Hell ball. Alternating possession will go to Everett. Scrappy play on the part of Marquand Williams to get that loose ball and get it secured. Shot clock at 6 seconds. 8:13 on the game clock. Tied at 48 all. There's a lot of moisture on that basketball. Let the bodies hit the floor like drowning pool. Inbounds tipped away by Sharp. 13th turnover on SVC. See what the Cardinals can do with it here. Marquand Williams on the left wing. Approaching the 8-minute mark in regulation time. Tied 48 all. Iglesia. Off of center on the perimeter. Bounce pass just out of the reach of Sharp. Skagit Valley's 13th turnover. $7:45 Left in regulation time, we're tied at 48-all. Everett with a basketball forecourt with Joe Crumbley. Straight three on the way by Siebold. Goes too long on the back of the iron. Ball is loose. It's going to go into the backcourt. That will be an over and back violation. 13th turnover on the Trojans. This is one of those nail-biting, grinding games. Hall Scriven inbounds. Recovered by Marquand Williams in backcourt. He'll take things into motion. On the left-handed dribble. Spins. Willie Thomas. Santana dribble between the wickets. He'll think about driving the baseline. Great move, and falls right in the cup. Daniel Santana now for 10. Skagit Valley, 50. And out of bounds, Skagit Valley basketball. 15th lead change at 7:10. 50-48. 7 minutes left in the ball game. Santana on the left flat. Rolls off the Thomas pick. On the left wing, the Thomas on the baseline. Floats one up, clean block. Pinned it on the backboard, and we've got a whistle blown. Foul on Skagit Valley. That will be on Marquand Williams on the block. Second personal on Williams. 6th team foul. Pyle McCooey out of Salt Lake City.
Foul on Skagit Valley, number 12, Marquand Williams. That's his second and team 6th.
Bringing the bounce from backcourt, Elijah Siebold. 6'4" sophomore guard out of Puyallup. They'll take it along the far sideline, switching the dribble, rolls off the pick, delivered by Walker. Shot put up, partially deflected, up and underneath, and in it goes for Walker. Walker now for 7. Tie number 11, 6:30. Tied at 50-all. Williams to the corner to Iglesia. Off the side of the backboard. Here's McCooey with it. It goes off a foot. Pinballs around. Recovered by Siebold. Outlet to the right corner to Martin. Drives baseline. Open up and in. 19 points for Bobby Martin. 52-50 Everett. Lead change number 16 with 6 minutes to go. In down low, shut up by Iglesia, count the bucket! Anthony Iglesia has 8. Foul on Tyler Walker, second personal, 8th team foul. Tie number 12 at 5:54. Sent. Free throw line. Iglesia knocks it down. 17th lead change at 5:52. 53-52 Skagit Valley. McCooey, forecourt, onto the right wing. Matched up on the man with Iglesia. Faced up. He'll dump it out back. Ball deflected by Hall Scriven. Recovered. Give and go down low to Pyle McCooey now for 10. Make it 12 points. 54-53. Lead change 18 at 5:27. Marquand Williams right in front of the Skagit bench, out to the right wing. Switching to dribble right to left. He'll go on the right-hand side. Lay it up and short. Rebound for Walker. Ball almost stolen away by Willie Thomas. McCooey on the outlet to Phelan Maddox. Back to the left flat to McCooey. Top of the arc to Walker. Siebold rolls off right to left. Ball is loose. We're going to call Willie Thomas with a foul. And if that's the case, that will be his 3rd. Contact foul called on Thomas. And we have a stoppage in play. And immediate timeout at 4:52. Left in regulation time. Everett 54. .53 for SVC. Skagit outscoring Everett here in the second half. 31-29. As we venture forth and get an update on scores around the NWAC. Games that have gone final. Treasure Valley, a winner at home over Yakima Valley, 83-77. And for Treasure Valley, top performers, Zach Phillips for 24 points, part of four players, a team with four players in double figures tonight. Dejan Howe for 14, Joseph Lupumba for 10, and Scott Zeigner for 10. For Yakima Valley, Kion Gill with 28 points, 14 for Chris Murphy in the win, or in the loss for Yakima Valley. Free throws. First one up and in for Elijah Siebold. (55-53) Everett with 4:52 left in regulation time. There's the second free throw on the way. Front iron, back glass, around and in. Siebold knocking down both free throws. We're now with 4 points. 56-53 Everett. Key possession here for the Cardinals with 4:40 remaining in regulation time. Marquand Williams out onto the right wing. 13 to Willie Thomas. Bounce pass it down low to Iglesia. Touched up by Hall. Scriven outlet. Santana fires three. Off the iron on long. Phelan Maddox. 4:20 left in the ball game. 56-53 Everett. McCooley, left wing, skip pass, low post, left hand side, throwing an offensive foul. I saw that elbow from down here. Phelan Maddox throwing some chippy stuff and got caught. First personal. And the 19th foul. And that will be the 14th turnover on Everett. Marquand Williams. Give the Santana on the right wing. Wants a knife inside, checks up, goes right, up and in it goes for Santana. Send that man to the line. 12 points for Daniel Santana. 56-55, 4 minutes exactly. In the second half, Phelan Maddox called quickly for his second personal foul. He will check out of the ball game. Daniel Santana for the three-point play. High arc. It's in. We are tied. Timeout, Skagit Valley. Tie number 13. 4 minutes exactly here in the second half. Another great showing of the crowd tonight here at the Dave Duval Pavilion. A lot of youngins in here tonight. We had a halftime basketball exhibition with the youngins. Put on a good show. Coming up Saturday, we will be on the road at Bellevue out on Eastlake. Skagit takes on the Bellevue College Bulldogs. Women's game tips off at 4 p.m. Men tip off at 6 p.m. We will have audio. We'll have the audio cast for you. Stream will open at 3 p.m. on our website at soundsportsnet.com. Spread the word to families, friends, Skagit alumni, local business owners, basketball fans throughout the Northwest. Should be a good one. They will be good ones, no doubt. Skagit women defeating Everett 65-60. Melissa Freen for the Cardinals with 25 points in the win. Now on a 3-game winning streak. We get back to play now. Long shot outside by Siebold. Springs off the heel of the iron. Rebound by Bobby Martin. 56 all. 15 on the shot clock. 3:39 on the game clock. McCooey will slow things down on this grind. Siebold out to the right corner. McCooey. Perimeter right with 3-2. Open, long shot. Off the flat of the iron. Rebound for Skagit Valley for Santana. Got numbers 3-on-2. Outlet Iglesia. Fires 3. Hits front iron. Recovered by Willie Thomas. He'll reset the offense. Head coach Carl Howell gets up off of his chair and puts both hands up. Iglesia on the left-handed dribble to Santana. Top of the arc. High post right. 15-footer. Yes! Daniel Santana has 15 points. Skagit takes the lead. 19th lead change at 2:53. 58-56. Everett basketball forecourt. Seaball. Right angle 3. Front iron back glass and out. Rebound for Santana for Skagit Valley. Assistant coach Assistant coach Jamal Williams puts the index of the pinky finger up. Head coach Carl Howe will head back to the northwest corner and observe. As Santana in the paint, shot put up, partially deflected. It's blocked and the whistle blown. That's going to be an offensive foul on Skagit Valley. That will be the 8th team foul on the Cardinals.
Foul on Skagit Valley, number 0, Willie Thomas.
Foul on Willie Thomas. That's his 4th. And the team's 8. One and one coming up for Everett. Tyler Walker. 6'6", sophomore forward out of Timpanogos High School, Orem, Utah. Front end, up and in on the first one. 8 points now for Walker. 58-57, Skagit Valley. Second free throw, 3 dribbles, right-hander set, shoots, springs out the heel of the iron. Rebound for Willie Thomas and Skagit. Back it off to Daniel Santana. Slow dribble, switching off left to right. Goes over the timeline, will settle onto the right flat far side. Up on top, Thomas. Caleb Shelton, top of the arc. Back off to Santana inside of 2 minutes. 10 on the shot clock for SVC. High post, left-hand side. Nice in, ball is loose, scramble around, trying to recover. And it's no shot. No shot. Timeout called Skagit Valley. Great call on the part of head coach Carl Howe. He did not like what he saw in that situation. Seeing that Santana had the basketball, he said, call timeout. Burn it. Why not? Maintain possession, especially at this stage of the game, inside of 2 minutes. 1:52 remaining here in the second half. 58-57, Skagit Valley. As we get a gander quickly at any updated scores that have gone final or that are coming close. We did mention that Treasure Valley, a winner at home over Yakima Valley, 83-77, games in progress involving NWAC Northern Division teams. Wacom over Olympic in Bellingham. 2:31 remaining in the second half, 73-57. That one's pretty well in control. Peninsula leading Bellevue in Port Angeles, 69-61 with 8:34 remaining. And Shoreline leading Edmonds in Shoreline, 41-35 as they start the second half. Iglesia fires a long 3, rings in and out. Got the shot off just in time. As the shot clock was counting down to 0, and a timeout called by Everett. Timeout, Everett CC Trojans. 1:38 remaining here in the second half. Skagit Valley 58, Everett 57. And the screw turns a little tighter here in the Dave Duval Pavilion. 58-57, Skagit Valley. Cardinals outscoring Everett here in the second half, 36-32. 1 minute, 38 seconds left in regulation time. Scores around the NWAC second half, 13:27 left in the ball game. Chemeketa on the road lead Lynn Benton 55-44. Also in NWAC South, Umpqua in Roseburg, Oregon. Umpqua leading Lane 62-45, 12:43 left in the second half, and 16 minutes left in the second half in Pasco. Wenatchee Valley 49, Columbia Basin 46. Just starting the second half in Spokane. Sasquatch leading the Walla Walla Warriors 51-45. Back to play here, and a foul whistle blown and a foul called on the Marcus Hall Scriven. That'll be a hand check foul called on Hall Scriven, his fourth. A.J. Chappelle with 4 personal fouls. Willie Thomas with 4 personal fouls. For Everett, Devin Smith has 4 personal fouls. Free throw line coming up for Bobby Martin. His first trip to the free throw line tonight. Here it is. Off the back end, the 1-and-1. He missed it on the front end. Willie Thomas, the third on the rebound for Skagit Valley. 1:23 remaining. Skagit 58, Everett 57. Chappelle spins inside, needs help. Back out to Willie Thomas. Thomas switches up, wants to drive the right side lane, spins up inside, goes left, passes up short, up and in! Offensive rebound and score for Willie Thomas. 60-57. Timeout, Skagit Valley. 1:06 left here in regulation time. Skagit Valley 60. Everett 57. Willie Thomas 18 points. As we update the web interface once again. As we look ahead on SVC's schedule. Again next Saturday, Cardinals travel to Bellevue. And then a week from tonight, the long road trip to Port Angeles. Wednesday, February 12th. Women's game will tip off at 5 p.m. Men tip off at 7 p.m. next Wednesday night at Peninsula College. The next home games for SVC, Saturday, February 15th. Skagit welcomes the Whatcom CC Orcas. 5 p.m. tip for the women, 7 p.m. tip for the men. You want all information on Skagit Athletics? Log on to athletics.skagit.edu inside of 1 minute. 55 seconds and a whistle blown and a timeout call by Everett. Skagit Valley has exhausted all of their timeouts. Team foul situation, Skagit with 9. Everett is over the limit at 10. 57 and 1/10 seconds remain here in regulation time. Skagit Valley 60, Everett 57. As we'll update you with more scores around the NWAC. NWAC South. Inside of 18 minutes in the second half in Gresham, Oregon. Clark leading Mount Hoods 46-30. Also in NWAC South, Clackamas on the road at Portland. Clackamas leading Portland 69-53. Shot put up off the mark, put back up and in for Walker. Tyler Walker. 60-59. Shot clock, game clock differential. 16 seconds. 40 on the shot. 40 on the game clock. 20 on the shot, 36 on the game clock. Willie Thomas. On the right wing, the Daniel Santana. Stepping on back, going into Iglesia. with 10 on the shot clock for SVC. Iglesia needs help. Gets a bounce pass to Willie Thomas. Has to dribble alive. Needs help. Shot up and a carry violation called on Thomas. Turnover number 16. Shot clock is dead. 21 and 10 seconds remain. Skagit Valley 60, Everett 59. Everett to bring in the basketball from the near sideline and backcourt with Bobby Martin. McCooey wasting no time. He'll dribble it over the timeline, get to the left flat, and Everett will call timeout. 18.6 seconds remaining in regulation time. Skagit Valley Cardinals 60, Everett Trojans 59. Skagit, the lone undefeated in the NWAC Conference for the men at 22-0. Undefeated through the first half of NWAC North Division play at 7-0. Everett inbounds in backcourt. From Bobby Martin to McCooey. 13, 12, 11. Pass tipped away. Recovered by Cameron Underwood. Open floor. Shot put up. Clean block up underneath. McCooey with 3, 2. Shot up. No. Tipped around. Shot. Hold on. It's going to be reviewed. It's going to be reviewed. It's going to be reviewed. A last second shot. It's going to be reviewed. They're going to go to a video review. The clock has expired. The question is, did they get the shot off in time before the scoreboard hit zeros and the illuminated red neon behind the scoreboard? As there is a rumbling inside here at the Dave Duval Pavilion. As the players are trying to get a gander to try to take a peek. And the coaching staff for Everett, head coach Mike Troutman, assistant coaches Daniel Thompson, Nick Fattini, and Matt Welliver, bring the players back. This is one of the closest games I've called in an awful long time. So we look, get an extra set of eyes in review. As we continue to wait here at the Dave Duval Pavilion. They want conclusive evidence to make sure that the call is right from the video review. Now the officials are conferring. The nerves in this building. And the shot is good. Everett 61, Skagit Valley 60. A hard-fought ball game tonight. Everett pulled it out at the very last second to get the victory. So Skagit Valley's 22-game winning streak is snapped. We'll break down the numbers of tonight's ball game after we take time out. Everett 61, Skagit Valley 60. Back to the Dave Duval Pavilion after we take time out. This is NWAC College Basketball on Sound Sports Net. More after this.
It's Thursday night, and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes two. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese.
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzzed driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzzed driving, because buzzed driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hey everybody, this is Josh Groban. After so many years on the stage, one of my favorite things about music is its ability to inspire and nourish the soul. That's why I'm proud to work with Feeding America, an organization that inspires hope for families in need and helps nourish the 16 million kids in this country struggling with hunger. Every year, billions of pounds of excess food go to waste, while 1 in 5 children may be left not knowing where their next meal is coming from, or if it's even coming at all. Thankfully, the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks collects surplus food and helps deliver it to kids in need across the country. But they can't do it alone. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Back to the Dave Duval Pavilion. A riveting game tonight. It all came down to the final tenths of a second for Everett Community College. It was Cameron Underwood to be able to find an opening and get a game-winning layup in the final tenths of a second in this ball game on the road in front of a huge crowd here at the Dave Duval Pavilion tonight. Final score, Everett CC Trojans 61, Skagit Valley College Cardinals 60. This is NWAC postgame on Sound Sports Net. John Jensen, thank you so much for joining us. Let's break down the team numbers for the ball game tonight. For Everett CC, 24 of 64 from the field at 37.5%. Beyond the arc, 7 of 22, 31.8% from the free throw line. 6 of 12, 50% for Skagit Valley. Shooting from the field, 26 of 61, 42.6% from beyond the arc. 3 of 15, 20% from the free throw line. This one's got to hurt. 5 of 11 from the free throw line for 45.5%. To the incidentals, the little things that mean a lot. Points in the paint, Skagit Valley 32, Everett 30. Points off turnovers, Everett 10, Skagit Valley 9. Second chance points, Everett 15, Skagit 10. Bench points, all even at 9 apiece. There were 13 ties, 20 lead changes in this ball game. That's how tight the action was tonight here on the hardwood. Let's break down the individual stats tonight for Everett Community College. 3 players in double figures leading the team in scoring. Bobby Martin, 19 points, 7 of 9 from the field, 5 of 6 from beyond the arc, 8 rebounds, 19 points. 12 points for Payal McCooey. He was the ball handler for the Trojans tonight, recording 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and 12 points. 10 for Tyler Walker. 7 for Cameron Underwood. We'll get you the story on him very briefly in just a moment. 7 for Cameron Underwood. 5 for Devin Smith. 4 for Elijah Seabold. 4 for Joe Crumley, rounding out the scoring for Everett for 61. Including that game winner for Cameron Underwood with just tenths of a second remaining. For Skagit Valley College, 2 players in double figures. Leading all scorers, Willie Thomas with 20 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals, 3 blocks. 15 points for Daniel Santana. 9 for Anthony Iglesia. 5 for Kate Isaacson. 4 for Caleb Shelton. 3 points for Daniel Sharp. 2 points apiece for A.J. Chappelle and Marquand Williams. A hard-fought game tonight. A 22-game winning streak snapped. And the Cardinals started all over again when they go on the road to Bellevue College to take on the Bellevue College Bulldogs on Saturday afternoon and evening. We will have both games for you on audiocast here on Sound Sportsnet. Women tip at 4 p.m., the men tip at 6 p.m. We will have the audio stream open at 3 p.m. to get you primed and ready for that contest. Or the contests. It's plural. For the Everett CC Trojans, they will raise their record in conference to 6 wins, 2 losses. Skagit Valley has a full game lead on the top of the NWAC North. Everett raises their record to 19 wins and 4 losses. To find out all about Skagit Athletics, log on to athletics.skagit.edu. And to get the rundown throughout the Northwest Athletic Conference, log on to nwacsports.org. That's N as in Nancy, W as in William, A as in Alpha, C as in Charlie. nwacsports.org. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm John Jensen, reminding you to be good to you and yours. Be healthy, be happy, and by all means, please do be safe out there every day and every way. For a final time here at the Dave Duval Pavilion on the campus of Skagit Valley College in Mount Vernon. In NWAC Northern Division men's basketball play, your final score, Everett CC Trojans 61, Skagit Valley College Cardinals 60. The proceeding has been a special presentation of Sound Sportsnet and the Northwest Athletic Conference. Any use, descriptions, depictions, or accounts of this game, wholly in part, without the express written consent of Skagit Valley College. Sound Sportsnet and the Northwest Athletic Conference is strictly prohibited. Coming up on Saturday afternoon and evening, SVC travels to Bellevue College to take on the Bulldogs. Women tip off at 4 p.m., men at 6. Until next time, goodbye, good night. So long, sports.